From heavy rain to high winds to deep snow, it's difficult to predict exactly what winter storms will bring to our region year after year. But through all of those storm events, we can pretty much count on flooding to happen, sometimes very serious flooding. In King County alone, we've experienced 12 federally declared flood disasters since 1990. So we urge everyone who lives in, works in, or regularly drives through a floodplain to prepare for flood season with a plan to protect your family, your pets, and your property. And one way to do that is to use sandbags to prevent flood damage.
There are plenty of things that you can do in advance of floodwaters to make a big difference in keeping your family and property safe. You can visit kingcounty.gov/flood or take winterbystorm.org to find valuable tips on gathering emergency supplies, buying flood insurance, knowing evacuation routes, and more. You can also sign up for flood alerts and a new mobile phone flood app. One of the most effective things people can do to protect their homes is to use sandbags. A lot of people don't realize how serious flooding can be. Just 1 inch of water in a home can cause thousands of dollars worth of damage. Sandbagging is a century-old technique that has changed little over the years and is a low or cost-free step people can take to prepare for flooding before it happens. Our partners at the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers are experts on how to fill and stack sandbags.
The goal of filling sandbags is to fill them 2/3 full. That way they're easier to hold. You have a handle to grab them. They transport easier. And then when you place them, you can wrap over the flap, which keeps the sand from leaking out from the sandbag structure. What works well is to have a 3-person team. You have one person that's got the shovel and is filling the sand. You have a person holding the bag. And what's key is to have the fold over the bag and to wear gloves to protect your hands from the shovel and from the sand. It's also not a bad idea to have safety glasses for blowing sand or getting sand in your face. When you fill a bag, just be careful of the person's hands and just shovel it until it's 2/3 full. The third person can then take the bags and take them and stack them on the pallet. Another good idea if you're filling bags for extended period is to rotate through, change up the shovelers and the filler and the person carrying the bags. Okay, so when you're placing sandbags, you want to fold over the flap and don't be afraid to just step on them a little, get them seated in. When you're creating a sandbag wall, you want to have the second row of bags overlap the seams. So you're creating a base for sandbags. And then the next row of bags will go right in the middle, like a pyramid style. And for every bag you come up, you need 2 bags wide. So to come up a third bag, you'd make another row and stack it up. Makes a very stable sandbag structure.
The King County Flood Control District and King County have a program for sandbags, partnering with local jurisdictions and a community group to provide sandbag materials to the public free of charge. Learn more at www.kingcounty.gov/flood or call 206-296-8200 or 1-800-945-9263. Interpreter services are available.